Wednesday night. Here we are. Hello.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
I'm still trying to figure out what day it is.
All day.
Turns out it's Wednesday.
Okay.
Odin's Day.
Here we
I have not
are
been back to work yet, so
in our
tomorrow is that. So.
undisclosed location.
This location has been disclosed. Sorry.
Location.
Location never gets disclosed.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, we're waiting for Steve. Although he's home now, so he's just getting set up. So this is going to be, it's going to be great.
Not late at all.
Waiting for Steve Doe. Good Steve
Doe.
Steve Doe.
I was trying to go for a Godot thing, but his name does not really.
Yeah. Wow.
Not really.
You have to let the Steve Doe rise before you
Punch it down.
Spoilers?
I let him. Yeah, it's like a sourdough. You gotta let him ferment a bit.
Oh, he is a sourdough.
He is
Really fermented. We all agree.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken like people who just spent time with Steve Lutz.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He is a sourdough.
Not enough time or too much time.
Hey, I was in the same house.
That was a choice.
Yep.
Someone made. Maybe not you, but someone made that choice.
Someone made that choice. They're like, who can
well,
we insulate
the
Steve
choice,
with?
I suspect the choice was this place has bunk beds. We'll stick Steve Lutz in there.
That's a choice.
And
So
I
are
saw
we?
the bunk beds.
I
They
take
were
it
very cute.
our media blackout has ended.
Oh, the media
Do you wanna-
blackout is over, yes.
Do you want to provide context for bootleg listeners, or you just want to be cryptic and weird?
I want to be cryptic and weird.
They're
Is that an
both good
option? I can
choices.
just do
Yeah,
that.
you could. I mean,
No.
Dan.
Tony,
Yeah. Hi.
B19.
I don't get it.
I don't get that one either.
That's cryptic and weird. Tony,
So
I like
weird.
I like that
Just
you and
being
Erica
cryptic
have
and weird.
matching eyebrows. By the way, I'm a fan.
I just noticed that, and I love it.
We are. I didn't bring my purple eyebrows.
Oh, last time these were color
Impact.
coded to my shirt, and now my shirt is just gray. So I guess I can give myself.
It's
not as
giving you a
exciting.
slightly Joker look.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like
little
that. I don't like.
We were
Don't
all
like that.
together, except Aline wasn't there. Sorry, Aline. Many of us were
I'm
together.
sorry.
24 of us were together in a different
Hanging out.
location from where we are now, except for Scott,
An
who's still there.
An undisclosed location.
Hey, I did not allow you to say that.
Well, you're not there. You're at a
Not
different
actually
location
there.
now.
Mhm.
I've never been to
true.
that location where you are now.
It's very
Now,
exciting.
if you are still where we were, blink twice, and we will get you out.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have that power.
Well,
We can make it happen.
Scott
James
blinked
keeps
twice.
visiting that house for some reason.
He does.
Yeah, he's gone
It's
now,
not
though.
clear.
That's good.
He can't stalk. He can't stalk the
Don't live in the
Airbnb
past
anymore.
James.
I guess if you're gonna stock something, stock real estate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Wild
Better
Steve
than
Lutz
people.
appears.
Oh, it's Steve. Hello.
Steve, you need to know that we're live on the internet right now. Adjust your behavior accordingly.
Okay.
How does that work?
Get weirder.
I was going to say what changes.
Not much.
Not much. I'm moving everybody's icons around on Zoom because I don't want to move everybody's name tags around on the video. So
Fair.
Apologies for the brief delay, folks.
it's okay.
No worries. We blame traffic.
Traffic happens.
Stupid traffic.
Well,
Garbage tier traffic.
Garbage tier.
garbage tier. It's just bad. People are, I don't know,
Garbage.
driving slow and bottling up traffic and
I
stuff.
Why not?
understand.
Why not drive faster, people?
Stopping
Not that I don't know if
podcasts
that
from
actually
happening.
helps traffic.
Don't
I mean, it's
understand
kind
the
of more of a fluid
importance of
dynamic
Dungeons
situation.
and Dragons.
Yeah, you don't have like a little siren you can put on that, like with a green flashing light that says
Podcast, podcast, make way for the podcast.
podcaster coming through.
I'd actually make people get more in my way.
Yeah,
All right. Well, if everybody's
I'm recording.
recording. Steve, don't forget to record.
I am on my way.
Okay.
Hey, you're here, Steve. You're here. Get caught up with who you are.
Recording.
I'm not
well,
really here until I'm recording.
We're ready to go if you're ready to go. So
Let's go.
Let's go.
Recording.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I'm Scott McNulty. a dungeon master, which means that we once again are joined by Eglath's angels, who I now shall introduce. The players, not the characters, then they can introduce themselves. Aline Sims, hello.
Hello, I play Shara, the Air Genasi rogue, and we both use she/her pronouns.
Erica Ensign.
Hello, I am also here. I am playing Zotasha, a tiefling mystic, and our pronouns are also she/her.
Dan Morin. Hello, I am playing Amla, the Goliath barbarian, and both of our pronouns are he, him. But Amla, you can tell the difference because Amla speak like this.
Steve Lutz.
Yes. What do you want, Scott?
Say your name.
Okay.
Your character, and maybe a fun fact.
Well, let's see. I'm playing Kachka, a bug bard of some renown, who kicks butt and takes names and starts hootenannies.
She has a hidden Githka. Don't ask her about it.
What?
Spoilers.
You're not supposed to talk about the hidden Githka. Anyway, and I have no fun facts.
I talked about it.
The person who was talking was Jason Snell.
Oh, hi. I talked about the hidden Githka, and I am playing Carlos, the dwarf. He's a mole, not a dwarf. It's a family name. Carlos is the first D&D character I've ever played, and here we are a billion years later.
And the last.
And still, maybe the last, too. It's entirely possible. He's a
Spoilers going when you're on your deathbed.
He's a
Spoilers
gladiator.
for Jason's mortality. So.
He's a gladiator. They made this character because he was very simple. All he does is run and hit things. And you know what? 10 years later or whatever it is, 15, 20 years later, I don't know, still running and hitting things. That's Carlos.
20 years later.
As you shuffle off this mortal coil some years from now,
probably
your final breath will say, I wish I had run more and hit more things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that is going to be Carlos's death scene should it ever happen. Anyway, so Carlos, yes, welcome to Carlos.
Welcome to Tony Sindelar. Hello, Tony.
Welcome to me. Hello, nerds. It's me, Tony Sindelar. I use he, him pronouns, as does my character, Regdar, the guy, a level 10 regular guy. It's a super wizard.
What? Who said that?
No idea.
The universe. And so we have been playing for many moons now, the Princes of the Apocalypse.
But this is a great
adventure.
episode to start with.
Yes.
Jump right in.
It's good. We are in our final cultists elemental node, the Black Geode, the cult of the Black Earths, kind of sanctum sanctorum, and our brave, intrepid adventurers have pierced the veil and entered into enemy territory where they have encountered many things. If you have listened to the previous episode, you know, so I'm not going to recap. But where we left off, it was a kind of an abrupt ending. Combat had ended, and now our characters find themselves in a corridor that goes both to the east, which is where you came in, or to the north towards the chamber where you fought Gorks and Keltar. Keltar being a Black Earth cultist, and Gorks being his large tripoded mouthy thing that wanted to eat treasure.
A
but
word
not
picture
sadly.
you have painted here, Scott.
Did not get to eat any treasure.
You know, I know exactly what he's talking about, though. Make fun of him if you want.
Well, you were here.
Uh-huh.
What more do you need? Tripoded,
weird-
mouthy,
Weird tripod
and
monster.
this
Large,
thing, too.
leathery, cylindrical thing with a big mouth on top, 3 legs, 2 eyes, and a hunger for precious
Treasure.
material.
Yeah.
It's dead. I don't know why we're
It's
spending so
dead.
much time on it.
Did it die or did it burrow away? I don't remember.
It died.
It died.
Aw.
You also killed a bunch of earth elementals, and that's where we are now.
In
So
other
you
words,
are
we're
here.
we're doing great, everybody.
We are
Keep it
doing
up.
great. Good for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Did anybody get terribly injured during that fight? I'm down a bit, but
Same.
I'm
I'm down
down
a little
5.
I'm down 10, which is lightly injured.
I think I'm down 30,
Oh.
but
I'm 30
I'm
down
fine.
35.
down
Oh.
to 11.
But who's
Yeah.
counting?
So
You know
Carlos and
what
I
we
took
should
some
do?
damage,
We
so
should
are-
we should heal each other instead of just going to the next encounter.
What?
Level 10. That's some level 10 wisdom I'm dropping on
Wow.
you here.
Interesting.
You know, my character's wisdom I don't think has actually increased from level 10 from level 1, but you know, I've learned a thing or two.
mhm.
You've
Remind me,
died
Scott,
enough.
when we had our maximum hit points raised for the rest of the day. Was it 25 points that they went up?
Yes.
Okay.
That
Sounds
happened to
good to me.
everybody?
No.
I definitely don't have that in my notes.
All of us who did the thing in the
Oh,
thing.
probably
Yes,
not
you,
me. I
you
never. I'm
kneeled
not a
before
joiner.
the sarcophagus and
Yeah.
pledged.
That
Oh
was
yeah,
it.
I didn't. I didn't.
No,
do
we
that.
didn't do that.
I don't think I did that.
No.
Only.
Uh,
I think a lot of people did.
Hey Scott, is the tripodal monster like a dead body on the ground?
it is not just like a dead body on the ground.
Oh, it
in
is.
fact,
It's a perfectly
dead body on the
dead
ground.
Carlos,
There are two. Well, there are several dead bodies on the ground. There's the Keltar and the big monster. There are the glowing earth elementals aren't really bodies; they're just kind of piles of rock. And then there are two black earth cultists, guards, I should say, and a black earth priest body on the floor.
We have some clothes we could wear if we want to pretend to be cultists, but I think Carlos is going to. Carlos would like some healing if that is available, but also Carlos would like to carve open this monster that eats treasure and see if there is any treasure in the monster.
All right, Carlos. So you say, "Hey, everybody, I'm going to go up to the chamber to the north and carve myself open a monster." As you do that, now remember you're underground. You're basically in tunnels, right? And the walls are kind of latticed with this strange, softly glowing purple crystal. And as you are walking along, Carlos, you notice something a little odd. The wall seems to be kind of bulging out and kind of growing. And as you walk past, it kind of bursts and out
Ew.
kind of oozes this black,
Ew.
hot mud. And it doesn't do anything to you. It just kind of just is there, kind of oozing.
It's like you're in a spa. You're getting some mud.
Free mud
treatment.
bath.
And so you can feel free to ignore that if you like, and
So
walk
you
up to the
grossed
corpse
us
of the
out for
monster.
no particular reason. I appreciate
Can
it.
I can I roll nature on this horrible mud?
Sure.
First die roll of the evening, and I rolled hot 9 coming out.
You know it's mud. You know it's hot.
I know it's hot. Guys, this is some hot mud.
Carlos just jumps over it. It's like,
You
no,
drink
don't want it.
coffee.
Gross.
It's not like scalding hot, so you can.
It's like warm mud, people. This is the
who wants
freshest
a mud
mud you
bath?
can get.
This remind Amlal of home.
So what's the healing sitch? Do you guys need a ton of healing?
I'm about 30 HP down.
Sounds like we need about 60,
And I'm
60
30,
points of
30
healing.
I'm 35 down, yeah.
I'm 11.
Okay. And am I the only healer here? I guess I am, huh?
I
don't
can
have
also
anything.
I can also heal.
Oh, you can do everything. I should have
Steve,
even asked you.
Steve, how long have we been playing D&D?
It's about a million billion years.
Am I a
Game
bard?
time,
Is
like-
that what I am?
3 weeks, maybe a month. I don't know.
Because I can
Hard
kick
to
an
tell.
aura of vitality if it's a thing that we need to heal a lot of people for a fair amount of.
I'm unclear if it's we need to heal a lot of people or the
I mean, I'm-
Amlal and
Well, I mean, I'm down 30,
Carlos
but
need a
that
lot.
means 96 out of 125. So it's not like I'm falling over or anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
did we
but your-
foresee
but
a
your
short
job is
rest in
to-
our future?
That's true. I would take some more.
Yeah. I mean, I've got
Takes more
57.
than-
It's just, I took a
I
lot
don't
of
trust this
damage.
hot mud to try to just sit for an hour.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I'm at 46.
I didn't see any. I'm
57.
sorry,
There's this
Regdar
big-
didn't see any problems.
There's
with
this
it.
big
He said it
chamber
was
up
hot and it was
here.
mud.
There is.
You want? You
I
want
mean,
to take
big
a
chamber.
little rest and
we know at some point we're gonna have to fight probably, like the Avatar of Black Earth or something.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
Are
will
we on-
happily
are we on the
heal. I just
clock
want to know
currently,
to what
or-
extent I need to do it.
are we on the clock currently, or could we take a short rest? Because that is
We could try.
always, Dan, you should always be watching the clock.
We don't know what'll happen if we try to stay still for an hour.
Amlo just vibrates for an hour. You
Now, I
can't stay
will-
still for an hour.
I will point out something that your party would know that you are just beyond the entrance to the Black Geode, which was guarded, and your presence did attract much attention from the people that were there.
That's a fair point.
Yeah,
We
I
did make
don't
some
think
noise.
That is.
we're going to be able to do it.
And we also heard some creepy noises that I'm not sure
can't-
we've entirely resolved yet.
Can't convince them that we are the new guards.
Then again,
Also, we replace the old
Leomin's
guards.
tiny hut. We could sleep regardless. We'll just have
There's always
people
a hut.
outside the mystery hut
Mhm.
wondering who's in there.
As long as it doesn't bubble up into the hut.
Does the unicorn fit inside the hut?
They can travel
Probably
through the
not. No,
earth.
I think he has to be outside. But
Oh,
We
that'll
have
be
not
to
house
travel
rocking.
through the earth, so I don't necessarily think the hut is an inviolable space at
Isn't
this
the
point,
hut,
unless
like,
it has a
extra
floor that it's
dimensional, or-
specifically mentioned.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
it's
good-
just
that's a good
invisible.
question. Good question. But then again, I mean, do we really want to sit around and do the hut thing again, or we
Not
go to
now,
sleep and everybody
certainly. I
comes
don't think we're
poking
that
around?
low.
So,
So I'm gonna try to
maybe
heal myself, and depending on
Heal.
how that goes, somebody else for some as well. So
I was just
or that might
some dice rolls that are going to be boring and long, but
That's
is
what
what it
people
is.
tune in for.
it
That's
is.
true. So
I
while you're
do.
doing those dice rolls, Carlos, tell me, you are standing in front of a very large corpse of a monster and
Yeah.
a smaller corpse of a man.
I, of course, follow Carlos.
Oh, of course,
you
of
know,
course.
what I
My
do.
my
I'm
And you're being
following Amla.
supervised by Shara.
my keepers, and I might wave to Omlal and see if he follows me too.
Actually, a thought that I had while sitting here is a feature that I have not tried before, but as long as we're sitting around, as a ritual, I can cast Commune with Nature.
You can commune with
Wait,
the
Amla is-
Scottish.
I can commune with nature.
What is happening?
Like mud? Is mud nature?
All nature. All
Oh,
nature.
all nature. Well,
I
that's
briefly
different.
become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as in dungeons and towns, but this seems much more like a
And
cave,
dragons.
Scott.
Wait a minute, Amlal, you have skills? Why are
I
we
do
not
have
finding this
skills.
out until just now?
Just remember.
Well, okay, that checks out.
Forgot about nature.
Forgot about,
Now
well,
remember.
we spend a lot of time in non-nature. So this
It's
would
my
take-
nature. Oh,
It's a ritual, which I believe means it takes 10 minutes longer to cast than usual. Its casting time is normally 11 minutes, which is a weird casting time. So I guess it takes 20 minutes if we've got that while people are casting something.
Casting time's a minute, so it takes 11 minutes for you.
Oh, I see. Oh, that makes more sense.
okay.
I thought it was
Yeah.
11. It already pre-factored that.
Got
I
it.
thought that was a super weird casting time. This is the one spell in the book that takes 11 minutes to cast. We don't know why. It just takes that extra minute. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to
Instantly.
the area.
in 11 minutes.
Instantly in 11 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples,
Ooh,
powerful
minerals.
celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes of existence, and my personal favorite, buildings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the-
the
nature's
biggest fiend
buildings.
of all. Nature's
Yeah,
greatest
truly,
enemy, the building.
The work of celestials themselves, the built structure.
I mean, underground, it feels like that
Dan-
is not so good a skill.
Would a gazebo be considered a building? Would an oil derrick be considered a building?
Oh no, we're not
This has
starting this
become
again.
robots and not.
Different
Detail.
podcast. Don't cost the streams, Jason.
I think it would be nice to know
Stream's not a
within
building.
300 feet whether there are any prevalent animals or peoples, as well as any powerful celestials, fates, fiends, elementals.
It would be
3
very
facts
helpful.
of your choice. So about any of the following subjects. So elementals seems like a good one, right? Because we fought
Right.
a lot of elementals. Maybe prevalent peoples. Influence from other planes of existence seems like
Hello,
fun too, because we know
peoples.
there's like the places where the temples are
Yeah.
seem to potentially have some sort of planar rift or something.
Oh, that's true. It could give us an idea of the direction.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say. Scott, I'd like to know if there's any influence from other planes of existence, if there are any powerful elementals, and whether there are prevalent peoples within 300 feet.
Okay, so I will assume things continue to happen as Umlal
Communes
does
with
something
nature.
He picks up the
very
mud. He's like
Yeah, some of
spreading the
that's-
mud on his
never
face.
done before. Yes.
Is
Some of
he
that
eating
stuff
some of the mud?
Well, I mean,
Or
by
in
nature,
between.
just do it. You know,
So, like,
it's
we
something
need to
that
know
gets
how
in your
many
mouth.
hit points we get back before Amlal, sparks off a war with the elementals accidentally.
Yeah. So let's go round robin here. Who all needs the healing?
Me.
I do.
Erica, Jason, Dan, nobody else?
I mean, I am down 10. So.
I'm down 5. I mean,
Okay.
he'll Regdar first.
You may get some if there's some left over. So
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
go Erica, Jason, Dan. I get 10 rolls. So Erica, you get 7.
Perfect.
Jason, you get 5.
Okay.
Dan, you get 10.
I don't need any more.
Erica.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh, you're done? Okay.
Yeah.
Jason, 6 more.
Okay.
Dan, 8 more. We're up to 5.
I mean, what do you
Jason?
get?
I would
10
like
more?
10 more. Wow. Okay.
No. 10 total or 10 more?
That was 10 more for Jason. Dan, you
10
just
more.
got, I think,
Oh.
8, I think.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, we're up to 5. Dan, or maybe that was 6. I think that was 6. Dan, 8 more.
You
7.
should stop with me now because I am
Okay.
like 3 shy.
Yeah, I'm
Jason.
4 ways.
4 more.
I'd take more.
Have 8 more.
Okay.
I think this is
I'm
the
good.
last one, but I've
I'm
lost
good.
track.
Somebody else can
Okay.
have it.
And Aline's down 5 and Tony's down 10. So let's give it to
Go
Tony.
Rekdar.
Sorry, Tony, you get 2.
That seems about right.
Okay, I think that's 10. It's close enough in any case. So
Yeah.
hope everybody's feeling better.
Yes,
Much
thank you.
better. Thanks, Catch.
And that took 1 minute in case that makes any difference, Scott.
1 minute of my mud rubbing time.
Let's not call it that.
Yeah, please, please God, no.
Okay, so is there a way for me to try to see if I can kind of carve open this monster?
Yes. Everybody's so eager. Tell me
I mean,
what
it
you're doing.
eats gems, right? So it's probably full of gems, unless it's
Unless you
digested
get
them.
digesting them, yeah.
I don't know.
Well-
That's Carlos. You have crystallized
taking a
Carlos's thought process here.
You know what else is crystallized, Carlos?
Gems?
Gems.
Yeah, something about
Yeah.
gems. I don't know. It didn't quite work, but
Yeah, Dan does not have the requisite geology knowledge to make that joke.
A geode?
He needs
Is it
another
a geode?
Nature check.
Yeah.
Carlos is standing
make great
before this
doorstops.
very large corpse of it's a mound of flesh that's taller than Carlos is, standing before him. What does he do?
Been here before.
I don't know.
want,
I'm
like,
looking for
Butchering instructions?
looking for like a seam.
Don't look for
Like
the
a
seam.
zip
Start
it?
anywhere
Like,
but the
what?
seam.
Well, I will reveal now that
I'm
this
worried
is not
that
a
means we'll
costume
find out.
that you
Yeah, it's a
can
guy.
unzip.
Yeah,
It's a guy in a costume.
It was
Oh,
well,
no.
maybe it was like it had like 3 legs. Maybe it was like 2 guys who had
He was
laid
in,
like
he
a-
was in,
There are other
were-
things that form seams in the natural world, and I don't think you
They
want
were
to
in
go
a
rooting
pirate
around
and
it.
extra.
and his friend.
Mm. I
it-
like that this is like, Carlos has cut open so many things before, but they've just never been this slow, and so he is befuddled.
No,
it's like a
he's
dog.
not.
It's like a dog that caught a car.
Could I roll something to see if I can make some judgments about what the best
Animal handling.
approach for for dissecting this animal to get to its gullet?
Knowledge, nature. You can do an intelligence check.
These are
Medicine.
Medicine. If you can give me a reason.
I like animal handling. I mean, it's literally he's handling this animal.
It's dead. That is totally
dead. It's no
relevant. That
longer
was
dead.
animal handling is about befriending animals.
20
On which
crit. Let's say nature or medicine.
we're gonna find out.
They're
how
all
many,
the
like,
same.
Stomachs this thing
all
had.
of these things are +0, but I rolled a 20.
Oh, well,
Nice.
Excellent. Well, you
all
know,
of your stats are +0. That's not a good character.
All of my intelligent
Oh,
stats are +0.
that checks out.
Carlos has 2 thoughts. He thinks that the fastest
Run,
way
hit
to
things.
get to the stomach of this thing is to crawl into its mouth and go down its gullet. But he also thinks that's probably not the optimal way to do it because there's probably some acid in there that is still stewing around. So he thinks if he just slices open its side and roots around for a while, he will find a stomach sac.
I do that.
Just a single stomach sack.
Just one large stomach
Yep.
sac. So as you're kind of cutting through a lot of muscle and viscera. I don't know why I'm being so detailed about this, but
Sinews.
Go on.
Deeply unpleasant.
Yeah. Various bones.
You didn't
various
start it, Scott.
bones.
you find some undigested offerings. 9
Tell him
gold
what
pieces.
he's won, Scott.
You find 9 gold pieces, 3 egg-sized chunks of rough moonstone worth
chunks.
25 gold pieces each. 3 carnelians worth 50 gold pieces each. Those are gems. And a cracked amethyst worth 100 gold pieces. You also find evidence that you think there was more treasure, like there are trace amounts of things that you think were treasure that has been dissolved in the very caustic acid of this stomach.
All right.
Remnants.
Can somebody note the treasure that we just found?
Yeah, let's do that because we've been so good about that so far.
I don't know. Carlos found a lot of stuff. Yay!
More gold we'll never use.
Who is noting that?
Yeah, who keeps
I
track?
don't know. Can you read that all again, Scott?
Indeed, I can.
Okay, so
I was
somebody
just
take note of that. All right, I've done my job.
looking at a picture of a carnelian. 9 gold pieces, 3 egg-sized chunks of rough moonstone worth 25 gold pieces each, 3 carnelians worth 50 gold each, and a cracked amethyst worth 100 gold pieces.
Do we keep track of valuables?
280.
Oh, okay.
It's 334
Apparently,
gold
or-
pieces worth of stuff Carlos found.
That's pretty good.
He's going to
At
go
the
buy
10th
himself.
10th level. You guys are firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, he's going to find
We-
some stuff.
When was the last time we saw a store?
It's true.
I think
Long
there's
time.
one just
Hold
past the
on.
guards back there.
I can tell you if there's any buildings with 300 feet.
This is a
They
cult.
mostly sell like extra hoods, though.
we
and
may be able
t-shirts.
to bribe cultists into starting a splinter cult. So you never know. Handouts.
Oh.
Splinter.
Like a cult about Master Splendor? Or
Oh, sign me
That's
up.
what I thought too.
There's only 4 spots though. That's
I will,
And you've
I
got to
will
wear the
ask-
domino masks.
Mhm.
I will ask a
Yeah.
leading question. There is another body next to this large monster of the Keltar.
Oh, should we check his gullet?
Yeah, I mean
How
Carlos.
many people do we think are swallowing gems?
I think Carlos should
Or just
search
his
the
pockets.
bodies, absolutely, and also consider whether the vestments of these cultists might be reusable, or are they too stained with blood, or too many holes from sword holes.
Sword holes.
Sword holes. Well, I don't know if Regdar has mending. If he does, that would solve that problem.
No. I don't have I
never
only
mind.
have I only set things on fire. I don't fix things.
Well, that will
It's
not
fair.
solve anything at the moment.
You want it fire bolted? You want a ray of
No,
frost?
let's
Talk to
search.
Regdar.
Let's search this guy.
All right, so Keltar's body, he has 2 more carnelians, each worth 50 gold pieces,
So many
and
Carnelians.
a folded up piece of paper.
I hand it to
Seriously.
somebody who can read.
The most
That's
valuable
Regdar.
treasure of all.
Regdar
Reading
can read.
material.
Finally, the written word. It's been so long.
First, Carlos opens it up because Regdar has been teaching him how to read, and Carlos goes, "Regdar, this thing has some of your letters on it," and then hands him the piece of paper.
Carlos, they're not my letters. They're all of our letters. But don't tell the Sorcerer Kings that, or you will be murdered.
It is Regdar.
I use my eyes to read it.
He unfolds it and
Bold move.
finds that you have discovered, in fact, a scroll. A
scroll?
of Investiture of Stone, which is a 6th level transmutation spell that allows you to bits of rock spread across your body, and you get some benefits: resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. You can create a small earthquake near you, and you can move through difficult terrain.
Yeah, a scroll is like a scroll, but it
cool.
lets you look like any rock.
Is this a thing I can cast on others or just myself? It's a
It
transmutation thing.
is self.
Self. So I can't, for example, because I'm like, it seems like it would be great if one of our super strong people was even stronger. Okay.
But it's good for you. I mean, you can
I
give yourself
forget.
some armor, which is pretty
Yeah.
handy for you.
Yes.
That's true, and you can also move through solid earth or stone as if it were
Oh.
air.
That's
So
cool.
I guess.
So does that mean since this whole place is made of stone that he's just going to fall through to the core?
Well, I'm not going to clip through the map. I can choose.
The only way out is in, Steve.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Back
He
to
is
planet.
he
I
has
want to
some
go beyond the
influence
map
over it.
personally.
Unless, I mean, would this be useful to somebody else? Perhaps one of the other, like, I don't know, Erica, psionic people. Do you like scrolls? How do you feel about scrolls?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I can cast some spells, but that's because I'm a tiefling.
Okay.
Don't you have to have the ability to cast that type of spell?
Yes.
Do
think
I have the
you-
ability to cast this kind of spell? I don't know that I
You
do.
do.
I
This
do, says
is,
Scott, the Dungeon Master.
Druids, sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards can cast this spell.
I'm secretly a wizard.
What? Also,
Wait a
normal,
minute.
regular guys can cast this spell.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's great. That's a lot of
Yeah.
our party. Scott,
My
did
class doesn't
my
exist, so I have no idea.
has my ritual
It's
yield
not-
any?
It's magic,
responses?
not psionics. So,
Okay.
yes. So all this was going on. Umlal has been communing with nature and being very unusually silent. as
Zen.
he-
Umlal.
I've been
Weird
watching
about
very closely because this
what-
is weird.
It's just very weird.
I can cast 3 different rituals. I've never used any of them.
And it works. So tell me, you can gain knowledge of 3 facts of your choice from this list that you enumerated previously. So tell me which kind of fact you would like, and I will tell you.
Prevalent peoples within 300 feet.
Prevalent peoples. Potent potables.
All right, well, then I have to look at the map. Hold on a second.
Many of these are going to require you to look at the map.
Yeah, just make sure to look at where Dan is and only go out 300 feet. We only get prevalent people within 300 feet. They're 310 feet, not prevalent.
I'll take prevalent peoples for 600.
Look at Scott arrowing stuff. Guys, there's someone important that way.
I'm trying to think about what you know about these prevalent people. I don't really understand.
They're prevalent.
There are people
facts
here.
We would know the Wikipedia summary of them.
I mean, according to the end of that, it says, for example, you could determine the location of powerful undead in the area, the location of major sources of safe drinking water, and the location of any nearby towns. So I assume I would know the location of any prevalent peoples. So like where, if there are people gathered or there are large concentrations of people, I would know roughly where they are.
Certainly feel as though to the north of you, we'll say, let me get this ruler map thingy. There you are. So about 190 feet to the northwest of you, there is a concentration of guards, you think. And then directly north, there's another concentration of maybe 6 or 7 people. And that is probably the most prevalent people.
Okay. In that case, the next question would be location of powerful elementals, if there are any present within 300 feet.
All right.
Happens to be one, but it's at 305 feet from you.
What a jerk.
I will.
I'm walking around as I do this. I'm drawing. And
so to the northeast, and I just circled it on the map for people who can see the map.
I don't think we can see it because it's blacked out.
Oh no! Well, then I can't tell you where it is.
Does pinging work in the blackness?
Let's see if I can see it.
Oh, you should be able to ping it.
Yep, I see the pings.
There you go.
One ping only.
You can sense a bunch of elemental beings up there. Okay. If there are any others within 300 feet.
And then the last one would be any influence from other planes of existence within 300 feet.
So as soon as you try to determine influence of other planes of existence, your mind fills with an image, a very vivid image of, you take a moment to try to figure it out. It's like a mountain has come alive and is staring at you with death in its eyes. And the ritual ends.
Mountain. Me, Amla.
So you don't commune with the mountain, but you knowing what you know, think that perhaps that is the prince of elemental evil that the Earth Cult has been trying to summon.
And where do I know roughly where that is happening?
Your senses are completely overwhelmed by the connection that this place has with the elemental plane of Earth.
Okay. All right. Me just had major headache. But many guards, some elementals, also really big evil guy. Northwards.
How do you know he's an evil guy?
His name, Prince of Elemental Evil. Kachka.
Good point.
Even me think this obvious.
Guess I should have read the module.
Says right on cover, Elemental Evil.
Right,
anyway,
so
which way do you want to go? It looks like every way leads to badness.
I'm sorry, did you get a ping on the direction of that
Not
giant
of the
beastie?
plane.
Okay.
No, it was too much for me.
It's still in the remote plane then.
Yeah,
So
I mean
the barriers are weakened between.
But you felt elementals in
to the
some-
upper
to the northeast, elementals northeast, and then people both to the northwest and north. I mean, most of the map is north from here, so I'm not sure how useful that was, but it was worth a shot.
I mean,
So the
either
question
one
is,
of
do we go to the
these.
elementals or do we go to the guards?
I feel like elementals. I mean, the previous times that we have fought to close the rifts, there have usually been some elementals around. I think, like in that last
Yes.
fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
There have always been elementals around.
yeah, so I feel like maybe heading in that direction might get us to the
And-
potential open. But either one of these tunnels could eventually lead up there. It's
Yeah, and probably do.
Umlal, give me a dexterity saving throw. As when your ritual ends, everyone feels the ground starts to shake as if there's an earthquake, because there is an earthquake, and the ceiling above Umlal collapses.
And this
Can
would be
he
an
see
effect I can see, because then I get advantage on it.
Sure.
I'm taking it because I have a +2 on dex save.
you
so
so
I'm gonna
rarely
need
get to use it.
it. I know. Can never
I
see
assume
anything.
that you have awakened the mountain.
I rolled a 5 and an 8, so that's a 10 for my.
Oh boy.
All right. So you fail. You take. Oops. There we go. 19 points of damage, and
I think I'm going to use
you are
my.
buried under a mound of stone.
Okay, I'm going to use Stone's
You're also
Endurance.
prone.
I'm going to ironically use Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage of the stone that hit me.
Well, that's classic
Mhm.
rock, paper, scissors logic there.
So everyone who was near Umlal, which I don't know who.
Mainly just
Maybe
rock,
because
rock,
I
rock logic.
I was watching
Yeah.
closely. Not like
Me.
next to him.
Rock
but-
logic.
How much damage was that again, Scott?
19.
Okay,
So
I
no
just
one
rolled
else
a
is injured,
16,
but
so I
now
took 3
you-
points of damage.
You, where Umlal was is completely covered in stone, as
I
the
am-
ceiling has collapsed upon him.
Oh,
Me okay?
We were in a cave. A lot of rocks fell from the
Kashkash-
ceiling. Landed on Amlal, but he's okay. It was a
Kashka-
rock logic.
Can you does your telepathy allow people to talk back? I can't remember.
Yes, I believe I can
Oh,
converse.
I'll talk back.
Okay, so please, because I need a line of sight. I know you don't. So can you please check and make sure Alma is alive under there?
Hey, Amlal, you okay under that pile of rocks?
Yeah, we wouldn't want to unearth
Me-
somebody who's
I can
already
do that
been
too because
buried.
I have
Yeah.
message. I can do that too.
Me could become fear.
Just, I just want to point out, Scott. Classically, when you make rocks fall, you want to get everybody. So this, yeah.
Everybody
So
dies.
Umlal would
like
also
DM professional courtesy. That's good.
tell you that he is trapped under the rocks. He cannot move. He is prone and restrained in game terms. And also he cannot breathe.
I will
Wow.
let them know that he said
That's
something
bad.
cryptic and nonsensical in my mind, and so I know he's alive and it's Amlal.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna
And also, we
immediately
better
try to
start digging.
Yeah,
It-
like
w-
everybody.
is there like one boulder, like one big boulder that I can see? Because I can levitate an object, but it doesn't make sense for me to levitate a pebble.
Yeah, what is the size and shape of these rocks? Is this something we can move out of the way quickly? Is it like a couple of biggins? What's the deal?
There are a wide variety of sizes and shapes to rocks. There are bits of crystal. It's all kinds of things. There are larger.
Tell us
chunks.
more. Tell us more about the rocks that are murdering Dan.
You think
Some
that
sedimentary
How many
rocks.
as you
Yeah,
are
are these
looking at-
Ignatius rocks? Or these?
they're Ignatian rocks. They're all
Ignatius
Jesuits.
of Loyola.
Saint
you-
Ignatius rocks.
Yes. Looking at this pile of rocks, you think levitating one rock would not really be too helpful, even if it was a large
Figured, but
All right.
yeah.
I'm just gonna get in there and start pulling the rocks off as fast as
Yeah,
I can.
I will let
Yeah.
Amnal know. Don't panic and hold your breath, and we'll be there as soon as we can.
Can I make like some sort of intelligence check to figure out what's the best place on this mound to start digging in to get to Amwell as soon as possible, especially since I was paying close attention to where he was.
Yes.
All right. So just a straight up intelligence check gets me.
Do you think this is a situation where summoning greater demon would help?
No,
Okay.
I think there are
check
no situations.
I think
where
I'm.
that
I
helps.
think I'm panicking. I
How
think
about
that's what's
how about
happening.
summon greater landscaper? Do we have that?
Well,
All
we
right.
don't.
You think-
I mean,
I'm
we
just
could
gonna-
ask the demon
I'm
what
just
is.
pulling them
It's
off.
fine.
I'm just
Me
pulling them off.
just-
I'm using my strength and I'm pulling them off.
Me
as
just
best
in
I
here
can.
communing with
Give
nature.
me a strength check, Carlos.
Nature take many forms.
I'm going to use my my.
And you have advantage because
telekinesis.
your people are helping.
I would like to use Mage Hand, which can move.
24.
I can only move 10-pound rocks, but I'm moving
Okay,
every
so
10-pound rock away.
Same.
The team bonds together and
Yes.
quickly
Go, go.
unearths Omlal
On what?
And
On Earths.
I think it might be on Athas's because we're on.
On rocks.
oh dear. And everyone asks Carlos, is that part of the ritual?
Or Amla.
Carlos, you eat any of those
Amla.
rocks? Oh, sorry, Amla, you eat any of those rocks? They get in your mouth? Spit them out. Spit them out, buddy.
No.
I thwack him on the back a little bit.
Maybe
Thanks
maybe
to his-
communing with nature is not
happened?
for you, pal.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah, I
too.
think that
Appears to
might
have
be
projected it.
Well, that was
Yeah,
We
that's
reach out
communing
to
with
touch
him.
nature, and nature touch back.
maybe safer for people with souls. I don't know.
It's true.
But Umlal seems none the worse for wear.
Well,
So
I
now
mean, you
you're-
took some
me only
damage,
took
right?
with something.
Took like
let's
3
say
points of damage.
3 points of damage.
Can we see
Okay.
anything about the area the rocks fell from? Like, did he trip a trap, or is there, something obvious that indicates why rocks just fell from the ceiling, other than the fact that we're in a rock-based elemental temple with evil in it?
Will give me an intelligence check.
Oh, well, that's going to be a problem. See,
So Tasha could probably just fly up there and see what's going on.
that's a
Yeah, but I'd have
21.
to spend some points.
Yeah.
All right, well, Kachka, you think, given what Umlal has told you on his ritual, and the fact that previously you saw some earth elementals, you fought them, you saw the wall bulge and bubble forth some black, hot, warmish mud, and then this kind of rock fall that you think the meshing of the planes is causing these kind of ripple effects throughout the area, and so various weird things are happening here.
I
Okay.
think we should get moving.
So it's not
Guys,
necessarily a trap.
I've
but it's a
discovered
side
weird
effect of the ritual.
things.
Well, I'm
The
trying to
roll of
answer your question.
21.
Let's get out of there.
It is not.
I mean, it suggests that
No,
there
no,
might
it's
be a
fine,
bit of a
it's fine.
ticking clock in terms of, every minute we stay here is another minute in which we get buried alive.
Yeah, more
All right,
weird
let's-
things. Let's move
Let's
on.
go to the East Passage. Let's roll.
Okay.
Let's roll.
My team.
Woohoo!
Sure. Sounds good.
Let's go, Randy.
Oh,
Right.
all right. You're going to go down the east passage. So this
Yes.
has been previously investigated by somebody.
I think Regdar possibly.
It
Yeah.
goes a little bit. It goes down. So let's see
Mhm.
if I can figure out.
Kind of a cank leg situation.
Here we are.
Those
Took
go
me way
down
too long to
frequently.
get
are.
that.
And the corridor continues to snake downwards.
Cank
and
downward,
then
yep.
it turns to the north.
Canks to the north.
Okay, it's kind of where we wanted to go, so that's good news.
I
turn?
poke my head around the corner to see what's going on up there.
All right. So you find yourself looking at a cave. That's not how we say cave. This
A
cave.
cave. Oh, it's like a baby
Little
cave.
It is
Al.
a cave.
It's Elven.
It's a cave that is a thicket of stalagmites and stalactites.
Ooh,
Several
mites
weapons and
and
broken
tights.
pieces of armor lie scattered among the spires in the room's center.
Does it look like it has an exit, Scott?
It looks as though there is a corridor heading to the north and to the northwest.
Oh,
Broken pieces of armor alone, or broken pieces of armor intermingled with shattered bones and bits of flesh?
Didn't we fight a horrible thing that lived on the tops of caves a long time back?
yeah.
I don't.
Yes,
Like a
you see
roper
that
or a-
flesh.
I just want to make sure that's Dark Sun knowledge and not something else knowledge. Yeah, I'm just thinking
Isn't that just a
Maybe-
roper?
yeah. Well, maybe this is. I'm just thinking if there's stuff scattered around
Sorry.
here.
Dark Sun Roper.
Oh yeah, now I'm suddenly remembering all the jokes.
Yeah, that's
Jokes.
right.
Yep. Never mind. Let's not talk about that.
Can I,
Let's choose a different hall.
Scott, having had monsters come down on us from the ceiling, can I look up on the ceiling and see if that may be where the monsters in this particular cave are living?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Oh, can I do something to help?
Sure.
Point.
Looks like there's probably a lot of rocks on the ground. I pick up a rock, I cast light on it, and then I use Mage Hand to carry that, let's say 4-pound rock up to the ceiling.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Cantrip,
light-
cantrip.
It is. What is light's radius again?
I don't know. It's pretty
60
good.
feet, I believe.
I create bright light in 20 feet, dim light for another 20 feet, so 40 feet
Okay.
of.
All right. So the tunnels that you're all mostly still in, 15 feet high. It goes out into this cave. The ceiling of this cave is 30 feet high. Of course, it varies because of the stalactites, stalagmites, whichever ones. are on the ceiling.
Stalactites hold
There you
tight
go.
to the ceiling. Stalagmites might hold tight to the ceiling,
bottom of the
but they
cave.
don't.
It's really a bad way to remember that.
Yes, but it is now well lit, and you do not see any obvious monsters. But if you want to make a perception check to see if anything is hiding up there,
Non-obvious
do.
monsters. Well, Scott, I rolled an 18.
you see nothing hiding up there either.
No,
hot five.
non-obvious monsters.
Correct.
Interesting.
Amlo, you first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You walk in.
I'll be right behind him.
I'll
Ish.
be
Like 10 feet
behind
behind him.
whoever. I'll be behind who's ever behind Carlos.
Oh no.
Your
All right,
fourth
I'll get to the
position.
middle of the room and take a look around. And I have rolled the hottest of 9s in perception.
maybe poke at some of
You
that.
do not see anything.
Maybe poke at some of that old armor in case any of it's useful or had signs of what happened to it. And this could just be a trash heap too.
Yeah, I assume lots of people have been through here, and maybe it hasn't gone well for them.
Lots of people went through here and they're like, "Oh, this seems like a nice, safe place to take my armor off before proceeding to the next room."
Maybe rocks fell.
warm.
Who knows?
Maybe it's really warm.
Maybe this was a changing room for the cultists.
Oh yeah.
I attack Omlo! Omlo!
You're full attack.
What happened?
23 to hit.
He got possessed.
All
or
three of
something.
them.
Oh man!
Sure.
You were right behind me with a sword in my back. Is that what was
That's
happening?
what it was.
We can just leave now. I
24,
guess.
Love it.
4, and 26.
So run those by me again.
24, 4, and 26.
All right. So 2 of those hit.
That's 17 damage. Yeah,
Total.
total.
I'm the Sets. Carlos, we thought we were friends.
All right, let's roll
Okay.
initiative.
Ah!
All right. Almost gonna beat the crap out of Carlos. It's a long time coming.
Dang it.
No.
Development.
How do I make this stop?
We add you all to the
Damn,
turn
that was
order.
a terrible initiative, even with advantage.
Well, you were very surprised.
Yeah, it's true. Although I can't be surprised.
I think there may be repeated people in the turn. Or
Oh, yes.
So
Everybody.
those of us who were around the corner, did we just hear Amlal yell something along the lines of, "Why you attack me, Carlos?" Or are we
basically.
completely
Carlos, you hurt
oblivious?
my feelings and also my body.
My
Once
bones.
we get initiatives, I'll tell you what has happened. So are people's initiatives here? So Shard, you have
Yes.
10.
Yep.
Kachka 21, Umlal 10, Carlos 19, Zaptasha 10, Regdar 18. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. So
this is the inevitable heel turn for Jason.
Ooh, we go in reverse. Oh, okay.
no, we're not. I just clicked the wrong thing. So Kachka, you don't really know what's going on. You heard you are familiar with the sounds of combat. So you heard that, and you heard Omlal say, "What?" Apparently he's Kermit or Yoda. I'm not sure which that is, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Something Frank Oz. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that we would all have been sort of wandering into the room, and like I'm not just going to stand here behind these other 3 people that are in the hallway. So
well, people
move through
said they
us
were
for
going in the
sure.
room, and this is what happened. So that's
yes,
you
I
are where
heard
you were.
I heard the noise anyway. So I come around the corner, and am I able to understand what's going on here enough to take some sort of action? Or
So you see a cave with some stalactites and stalagmites. It's brightly lit, very rock that is hovering near the ceiling, and you see in it Umlal having been stabbed in the back twice by Carlos, and nothing else is in the room.
all right, this is an act of sheer lunacy, but I'm going to try and hop on Carlos and grapple him so he cannot continue. What do I roll for that? Is it strength?
It is a contested strength.
Okay. I contest thee. Oh, with a 6.
Oh, uh-oh.
Something
I
tells me that
refute with an
Carlos-
8.
Wow.
It's closer than I thought it might be.
Limp-wristed.
but-
Hey,
attempts.
Everybody
to grab
just
you.
let me go and levitate Carlos. I'm serious. Let me levitate Carlos.
Hey, on your
bad
turn.
idea.
Shara really wants to
Feel free.
levitate a big rock.
I mean, that is
He's very
Carlos.
much like a big rock.
No bigger rock than Carlos.
All right, it is Carlos's turn. Carlos, unless Ketchka, is there anything else you want to do?
Oh, good. It's Carlos's turn right now. I'm sure he won't be looking to dish out any retribution.
Carlos, you attack Ketchka.
Well, I'm going to attack Kachka.
All right.
That's how it has to be. 17.
I'm going to hit you with some cutting words.
Ooh. Yeah, let's waste all our
let's hear 'em.
resources and spell
Let's hear 'em.
slots on our own party.
I always knew if it came to this that you would suck at it.
Wow.
Hurts.
Fair.
Gotcha. Two cutting. Take it down a
God
notch.
damn it. I've rolled
Yeah.
it 3 times off the table now.
Cutting
All
words,
right,
not
here we go.
impaling words.
Okay, that was terrible. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I'm supposed to roll. I'm supposed to roll a
Oh, no
bardic
wonder it was
inspiration
terrible.
die, which is D8. So and it's a 1. So that drops it to a, what did you say it was, a 17?
Yeah, I think that's right.
A 16, which still hits.
Okay, well then that's 11 damage.
Okay,
Next attack is a 3, so that's not going to do it.
cool.
And the third attack is a 15.
Which is my armor class.
Oh,
That hits.
this is when you should have done your cutting words.
Yes, I know, Jason.
But it's only 6 damage that time.
All right, we're cool. I know you got a thing going on, so
Regdar. So you've seen Carlos. You've seen them. You've seen Carlos attack both Umlal and Kachka. And you are holding a rock aloft with the power of your arcane might.
Yeah, a glowing rock. I am going to cast suggestion on Carlos, and I guess I would like Carlos to surrender. The way suggestion works, it's casting time 1 action, components a snake's tongue, and either a bit of honeycomb or a drop of sweet oil. You know what? For Carlos, you get some sweet oil. And
That's my nickname.
sweet and spicy.
Aw.
yeah, a little sweet
hard,
oil.
you know.
And I think, let's see here. Cast. So I guess that just happens. I think you need to make a wisdom check, Carlos, DC 18.
Oh boy, Carlos and
Hey.
Wisdom. Know
Yeah.
your
And-
target.
And my suggestion is that he surrender.
11.
That is not do it. On a failed save, it pursues the course, it being the target, that being Carlos, pursues the course of action I described to the best of its Carlos's ability. Yeah. For example, I always love when they give examples. For example, you might suggest a knight has to give its horse to the first beggar they meet.
I do that all the time.
The duration, concentration, up to 8 hours.
So you, Regdar, you notice kind of like a Carlos's body shiver for a moment, as if he's trying to comply with 2 differing sets of instructions.
As if perhaps
and-
someone else has used something similar to control him.
Yes, and we
I
will
think
see
he's
what happens
enthralled. says
on
Regdar.
his next turn. Is there anything
Okay.
else you would like to do, Regdar?
No, I'm good.
You're gonna be
I'll make sure I'm
surprised.
not.
Carlos fails lots of wisdom saving throws.
I'll make sure I'm not bunched up with Shara and Zatasha, but I'm not getting close to Carlos. I find a convenient stalagmite to cower behind.
I think Shara would probably go before me just because I'm sure your dexterity is way better than mine. So
16.
Project Levitate is on because my dexterity
Oh.
is 8.
Oh, mine's 14, so it's Shara, me, Zatasha.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm levitating Carlos. I'm just getting him away from everybody, straight up, I guess, the full 15 feet
You need
to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that have any effect on him if he's like not a willing target, or is it just
And no.
cool?
An unwilling
Well,
target.
it's just-
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw, Umlal. Oh, not Umlal. Carlos.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
15.
What me do? Me innocent. Me was attacked.
Sorry.
8.
I don't know why I'm getting. All right, so you start to levitate.
Great.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Sharon?
That is pretty great, actually.
I'm just going to move a little bit into the cave so we're not quite as bunched, but that's it.
All right. Give me, Shar, give me a intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. 18.
Okay. You take 15 points of psychic damage.
Mm.
And give me a concentration check.
What would that be?
Constitution.
Constitution. I have
Constitution
advantage
saving
on
throw.
Constitution because I have a soul trinket.
Nice. And you only need to beat like a 10, I think.
14.
All right. So your concentration remains uninterrupted as you notice kind of moving. So everyone sees this. You thought there was a rock amongst the stalagmites, whichever one's on the floor, and
Stalagmites, yep.
and
Like
it
floors?
starts to
Yeah, select floors.
Oh,
this kind of head with antennas and legs come out of this rock, and it reveals itself to be a gage, which is a kind of a cross between a rock and an insect.
Hey, I think that's an actual Dark
looks
Sun
like a shrimp.
monster.
It is an actual dark sun
What's it doing down here?
horror.
Fucking dark
and
side. That's strange.
You can roll for if you know what these things are.
Well, Rector does. Well, Tony does.
When it is your turn.
Yeah.
Hope I would, but I don't know.
But I will now. Let's see if I can do. Oh man, get away! Technology. No. All right. Well, Umlau, you go as I try to figure out what I'm.
What do I have to roll to figure out what the thing is? Nature or something?
You can do nature. You can do arcana.
Yeah, I'm not doing Arcana. That would be silly.
he's good at nature now. I hear. Well,
Rolled a 1, so never mind. That's a 5.
That's fine, because if you'd rolled higher, you
it
probably would have
seems
a pile
angry.
of rocks on you.
me
again.
commune
And
with
I think
nature. Ooh, bug.
I think I'm gonna get. I think I'm gonna get angry and attack this thing.
You can
Story
do that.
checks out.
Yep. All right. Let us rage it up.
Rage it up.
Just deep already. And
Rage it up.
Great sword
Yeah,
attack.
yeah.
Ah,
Rage it up.
26 to hit this thing.
Wow.
26 will hit.
Fantastic. That will be 6 plus. That's 15 plus. What is my bonus? Plus 3, 17 damage on the first attack. Second attack incoming. That is a 29.
That will also hit.
It's going to be crit, unfortunately. Let's draw again. Second one does 20 damage. Why are you levitating, my friend Carl?
Yeah, there you go. It hits. It's still
sweet.
alive.
Okay, so I did 37 damage on the turn, and it's still alive. And I think that's all she wrote for me.
All right. Zatasha. So you've
All
seen
right.
this thing that you think was a rock reveal itself to be not a rock.
It's a rock lobster.
That's no rock.
It's a rock monster, Steve.
All right. I want to see if I know anything about this. I will do, let's see, Arcana and Nature are the same. So, whichever. That's not great. That's an 8. Do I have any idea what the thing is?
You've heard of them, and you know, as with everything in Athas, parents scare their children by saying if they're not good, their brains will be devoured by these gaz.
Okay.
Gosh, I think they are.
Is there any story
That's
in
about it.
Athas about like if you're good, this will happen, or are they just like that's
No.
a non-starter?
Nothing good happens. in
Yeah,
Athas.
yeah, nothing good.
No.
Yeah.
Is it
If you're good, a halfling will eat your brain before it eats your feet.
is it like big and bulky and slow? Is it like really
You haven't seen it
just trying to-
move.
Okay.
So you don't know. It is big.
All right. I'm just trying to decide what kind of a saving throw I wanted to do. Normally, I feel pretty good about intelligence saving throws, but it took over somebody's mind. So I'm wondering if maybe. Actually, you know what? It's an intelligence saving throw either way. So I'm going to try. I don't feel like moving it is going to be helpful. So I'm just going to try to mind thrust at it.
It
And-
basically did that to us, so seems
Yeah.
fair.
So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
And the difficulty is 16.
It made it with a 17.
Darn. Okay. Well, then nothing happens. So let's see. What do I have for a bonus action? Does anybody need to? No, I think everybody's close enough that they could get to it on their next turn. Ugh, this thing's gross. I don't think I can do a lot. I could make myself invisible, but I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, I guess that is it. I don't have any useful bonus actions. Well, you know what? I can try to telekinetically shove it. Right? Yeah.
Take that.
Yep. I'm gonna come around the corner a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And yeah, just shove it. Just because I'm mad.
Push.
I'm trying to shove it. Yep. So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Testing out saving throws.
I got an 18.
Okay. Well, difficulty is still 16, so it doesn't move. But everybody's like, it looks like Zatasha just tried to do something, but nothing happened. When in fact she tried to do 2 things and nothing
Ooh.
happened. That's it.
And she's frowning.
Yes. With my angry face on.
All right, Kachka. You're next to a seemingly befuddled Carlos with murder on his brain.
Floating.
Okay. And
Oh,
my
he's floating,
options
that's right.
for understanding a few things about this creature are Arcana or Nature.
Correct.
Okay, we'll go with Arcana. That is a 20 plus 5, 25.
So you know much about these things.
Tell
you
me
know-
what I know.
I will tell you. It is
You should tell me.
a psychic horror. It is you can see it's covered with scaly rust-colored shell that looks like a rock. It is that they are generally solitary hunters and they prey on other intelligent life forms. They can detect intelligence and attack. They usually live kind of in underground or in caves and kind of wait for someone to come along. They're usually found alone, but sometimes there are mated pairs. They are. They also have this thing
Oh boy,
where
Have this thing.
I'm not old enough for this
They-
talk.
they steal people's intelligence, basically. So you don't know quite how they do it, but that's one of the
So
features.
what you're telling me is it's the classic. You know what this is? It's a brain sucker. You know what it's doing?
It is.
Starving.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
pointing out it picked Carlos, which maybe was a bad decision. I don't
Well,
know.
you also Kachka would also know that it has psychic powers and it can take over people, perhaps dominate them, and that bend their will to its will and control their bodies as a puppet.
Got it. And would I know anything about any obvious weak points or things that people have tried to defeat these in the past?
Well, you would know that they are resistant to a whole bunch of non-magical attacks. They can't be charmed, and that's about it.
Okay. And would I assume that its psychic powers of control would be charm based?
Yes, you would know that. I mean, in game terms, Kachka wouldn't think this, but you would know that it can cast certain spells, and one of them is Dominate Person.
Okay. One last question. Does Carlos seem like he's back to normal now? Is there any way to tell?
He seems like he is very much not back to normal because he's floating 15 feet above the air and above the ground, and he does not normally do that.
Okay, great. Thanks for that. I'm tempted to just counter charm, which protects us against charm and fear saving throws, or gives us advantage on those till the end of the
If you
next
wanted
turn.
to do, I will allow you to do another Arcana check if you want to see if you can remind yourself what Dominate Person does.
Yeah, let's try that. That one is a 14.
Dominate Person's a pretty common spell. It's 5th level. The thing that you would know is that you get one saving throw when it is cast, and it lasts for generally a minute. But if the target is injured, takes damage, they can re-roll their saving throw.
I see. Okay.
And
We need
Carlos
to
has taken
hurt
no
him.
damage.
So if I punch Carlos right in the face right now, that might be a boon to him.
Or you'd have to punch him in the ankle or something. You're not that tall.
I can jump to a very
Well, that's
high
right. Yeah,
standing
that's
leap.
true. That's true. Bugs.
All right. In that case, it seems like future attempts to prevent charm are probably fruitless because he probably doesn't have too many of these spells available. So I'm just going to try and give. First of all, I'm going to tell everybody that what I can in the short time I have, and then I'm going to just try to punch him.
You can probably tell everybody one thing that you learned, so decide what you tell everyone.
If we hurt Carlos, he might get it. He might get smacked out of it.
Act out of it.
And since he's going next, that seems like a reasonable thing to try. All right, so I'm just going to try and give him a good slug with my claws. And that is a 19.
That will hit.
Okay. Fortunately, it's going to do a little bit of damage, but hopefully not enough to harm you badly. Cool, I rolled a 3, so that's 6 damage.
Okay. Got it.
All right, give me a wisdom saving throw, Carlos.
I'm great at these. It's a 1.
All right.
Oh, no. It's a 7.
Ooh.
Much better.
All
Also
right.
terrible. Just my pride. My pride.
Carlos, it is your turn. You
Why am I
drop
still standing here?
whatever melee weapons you're holding, and whatever ranged weapon you have, you take out.
Okay. I dropped them, so now they're out of my reach on the floor.
Yep.
That is correct.
All right. My Dejada is my little catapult. The thing is out.
And you shoot.
He's within 5 feet of me, so he does it at disadvantage. That's not a thing in 5e.
Oh, there's-
Pick a target that isn't the monster and attack it.
Well, Kochka just hit me, so I'm just going to attack Kochka. Do I get disadvantage on the ranged attack being close?
Yes.
Can I take it this suggestion has either been forgotten about or just didn't work?
No, I think it worked because he dropped all of his stuff.
No, he just switched to his ranged weapons because now he's floating above the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
And I failed my
Yeah.
saving throw.
My suggestion was insufficient compared to the influence of the gods.
Gotcha.
I think is how I'm interpreting it.
Disadvantage says still a 19 to hit Kochka.
Okay, that's a hit.
Well,
I will try. Well, no, the 19's not worth it. I'm probably not going to make that roll.
10 damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. Regdar.
All right. Well, I don't like the direction this is going. Regdar can see the horrible gauge in among the stalagmites.
Yes.
Um,
Everyone can see it now.
Everyone can see it now. Well, Regdar is going to cast Fireball on that thing. I'm just considering what level, and you know what? Level 4 is what I'm going to do. So it needs to make a DC 18 Dexterity saving throw, which I'm kind of feeling it's probably not great at because it's like a giant bug that lives among rocks.
Well, let's see. I got a 7.
That is not sufficient. It is going to be lightly cooked with 96 damage.
96.
That's a lot.
Holy cow.
9d6. That is, 39 damage.
That's less than 96.
All right.
Fire damage if it matters.
All right. So
I'm sorry, did you say it's immune to charm?
I did.
Just resistant. Oh, immune. Okay. Lovely.
Carlos, you feel that you are no longer dominated.
Hey,
Yay.
It is still
but
up,
still
though.
floating.
Oh, we could have just hurt it.
Mhm.
Oh well. Sorry, Carlos.
You didn't. You thought if we killed it, that Carlos would just be a zombie forever?
No, I just felt like, I owed it to him because he hit me.
Oh well. This is why
Uh,
Regdar is the leader of the group.
But it is scorched. It doesn't look like it's very happy at the moment. It has.
Would you say it is bloodied?
And it's more than bloodied.
Oh.
It is
Oh.
one of its antennas on fire.
Oh no!
Ooh, antenna's on fire.
I mean, do I feel bad about this?
I
Oh,
don't
no.
know. Do you-
No, it's a psionic horror. Never mind. I'm back in it. All right, I'm done.
all right, Shara. You can't do anything except what can you do? So when you took that psychic damage previously, at the start of this turn, you are just filled with self-doubt, and you're like, oh, I'm useless. I can't do. There's nothing I can do here. So all you can do is either dodge, disengage, or hide.
What about
Okay.
keeping Carlos alive?
I was just going to ask.
Well, that's concentration. So
Since
we
you
will say
passed your
that ends.
concentration check.
That ends.
Yep.
Okay,
So
so,
Carlos, you
Carlos
fall to
just
the
drops
floor.
to the ground.
Hey,
Okay, awesome.
15 feet
How far
down.
up? How far up was he? Yeah, okay.
15 feet, yeah.
That's not that much.
Take
There's still
6
falling
points of damage, Carlos, as you fall to the floor.
Okay.
Oof. Yikes.
Now
All
we're
right.
even, I say.
Well, I think I'm just going to try to hide behind this, like, whatever this boulder or pillar thing is that I'm next to.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
I'm really good at that. 18.
All right.
I like that we're all like, where's Shara go? Just like a
right,
Shara
I'll-
shaped silhouette in the dust.
This thing is next to you. It is kind of smoldering,
Yeah,
and
not for long.
its antenna reach out and kind of caress your face,
Ew.
No.
Mm-mm.
or
No
at least
touching.
attempt to. With a 25.
That
I think it probably hits you.
versus AC, I assume that
Yes.
yes, that hits.
All right. So what happens is you don't take that much damage.
All right, great. Next
You
person.
take 8 points of psychic damage,
That is unfortunately also the one thing I don't resist.
and your intelligence score was reduced by 4.
Well, who'll notice that?
Now he's down to 0. Oh, no.
6 actually.
And then it's going to try to bite you.
Okay, so that was 8 damage of psychic. Is my intelligence permanently reduced by 4?
We'll find out.
Yes, we
20.
20 versus 20 hit.
AC.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And it bites you with its mandibles for 17 points of damage.
That is non-psychic.
That is slashing damage.
Okay, so that's.
And it is grappling you. So you're in its jaw or
Do I
mandible.
not get a attempt to resist to contest a grapple, or that's just a?
It is
Oh, okay.
when it hits, it grapples you. You will be
Yes.
able to escape or attempt to escape on your turn.
Awesome. Speaking of which, is it my turn?
Speaking
now?
of which, it's your turn.
Do I need
you
to
are-
escape the grapple
are-
in order to attack? I don't remember how grapples work.
You like
Cool.
grappled
No, you can attack.
creatures.
Grappled.
Being
Your
grappled.
speed is 0.
Normally.
That's it.
I think
Okay,
yeah, you just can't go
anywhere.
away.
I'm just where I want to be. Fine. I mean,
And it is kind of drawing you near its antenna.
good. Excellent. I want to be closer. All right. First attack. Critical.
Yeah.
Welcome
As long
to
as
a
it's not a
new
critical
feature we
fail.
have called Brutal Critical. Which I
Brutal.
have not used yet. I got this level.
What
Begin
is
ninth
it? Does that
level.
you
or not
reroll
last
ones
level.
or something on
I
damage?
can roll one additional weapon die when determining extra damage for a critical hit with a melee
Oh.
attack.
Fun.
More dice. Even
do
more dice.
So that will be
Yeah.
one additional weapon die. So I'm rolling 2d6 normally. So that's
3d6.
Right, but it's still
But it's a crit.
doubled,
Five.
right?
But it's a
Five.
crit, so it's 5.
So 5d6
5d6.
5d6.
plus 10.
Nice.
That's not bad. That's 27 damage.
And remind me what weapon you use.
It's a great sword.
It's
Alright,
okay.
So you,
No, that's
uh,
pretty great, actually.
it is pretty great. You chop its head off, and its body, it drops you onto the ground, and its body remains motionless. It's once again appears as though it's a large boulder, only
Without
with
a head.
legs, and it's bleeding.
I
I
think
would
that
like
went
to
great.
point out to everybody that there may be another one around here because they do mate and hang out in pairs. So, want to probably make a quick
I'm gonna
check
make a
for
quick
any other
yeah.
rocks.
I've still got
That
a
might have
move
been
and an
napping.
action left, so let me make a perception check. Scott,
We
since
should
I now
stab a couple rocks just in
since
case.
I now know what these things look like, does that give me any sort of bonus to trying sussing out another one?
Sure, it would negate its advantage. It's stealth.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception. 7.
You are certain there is nothing else
I
here.
just went from rolling a crit to rolling a 1, so
Uh,
conservation of greatness
Roundabouts.
is preserved.
did its effects on me end?
Yes. So
Okay.
you snapped out of it. Actually, at the end of your turn, you snapped out of it as well.
Okay.
And I will imagine everyone will kind of look around and kind of touch every rock and stab some things because this is
Touch every
a pretty
rock,
horrific
Climb every
thing.
mountain.
Mhm.
And you find out that in fact it was a solitary monster living in
Aw.
this cave.
Now I
And
feel
you
bad.
have
Sad.
I
killed
don't.
it.
I don't.
I
Mm-mm.
stab
Now
it
it's in-
again.
now it's
Actually, I
in
haven't
two
stabbed it
parts.
yet. I stab it for the first time.
And
Hello?
now you are standing in this cave.
I didn't feel bad
Uh,
because of that. I ate something weird earlier.
Oh, okay.
And what lies before you is more adventure to the north and to the west. Which way will our party go in next time? Total Party Kill to find out.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
I
Dun, dun, dun.
I have a feature
Culture.
where I can re-roll a saving throw, and I didn't use it. It was really stupid.
No,
You should
there
know
are
that.
so many
I
stuff
should've
when you
done
get to this. When you start hitting level 10, there's like
There's
so
a lot.
Many features
I have
that you
used
have
that
to
feature
find.
before, and yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
so Scott sent me a DM and said, "Give me a wisdom saving throw." That wasn't great. I rolled a 7, and then he said, "Attack Omlil." That was it. That was the whole thing.
It
Always great to
dominated you.
possess or otherwise.
just to point out, Jason, I cast a spell for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah.
This is why you should all send me your character sheet so I can later
I
tell you
can
what you're
keep track
forgetting.
of my own things. Thank
Clearly.
you.
Clearly.
I
Didn't
don't.
come up
I saw
until
your
now, that's
post-it
all.
notes system. That's too much for me.
Look, it's a dark sun. There's not that much nature to be dealt with.
It's all nature, Steve.
It's just sand.
And I'd like
It doesn't count as nature.
That's a good point. I got so
Just
tired
round
of
up
communing
glass.
with sand that I've decided never again.
And I'd like to.
I can also
hand
Kanks have
with
nothing
animals.
interesting to say.
I didn't realize. I forgot that I can use. I have a ritual that lets me see through the eyes of an animal, basically, like warg, basically.
Wow.
Weird.
Cool stuff.
I want to shout out listener Trish, who points out quite rightly that they are not stalactites; they are stalactites and stalagmites.
Mhm.
Wait,
I was
Oh,
going to
ceiling-
point that out myself,
ceiling
but I
and
would
ground,
prefer
that's
to
right,
throw it
yeah.
on the listener.
I was going to say no shout outs to pedants.
I give all my shout outs to pedants.
We cancel each other out. All right, I think that's it for Wednesday night. I don't know when we'll meet again. We'll have to figure that out, but I'm going to shut off the live stream now.
Wednesday
Night.
night.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Wednesday night.